Welcome back to OVC Media Days, as we actually are at the end of it, but alphabetically we're at the beginning of it here in the conference. Austin Peay new head coach Scotty Walden joins us. Scotty, welcome from Clarksville.
Yes, sir. Great to be here, right at home.
Okay, so let's take us through things. You had a tumultuous season in your previous spot. And then all of a sudden, early in December, you get a great phone call and some things happen. And 3 weeks later, you're the head coach at Austin Peay. So kind of take us through that journey, if you would.
Man, Bob, unbelievable journey. So thankful for my time at Southern Miss. And, after the first game at Southern Miss this past season, had a head coaching change. And I was very fortunate for, Jeremy McClain, athletic director of Southern Miss, to entrust the interim job to me and, to lead our staff and our players, and an amazing experience. And, I'm so appreciative to those players and their buy-in in such a short amount of time and us going at it. And, pretty soon, we got into it, and, I unfortunately got COVID and I was out for the Liberty game. And around that time is, kind of when this job came up, with Austin Peay and with Gerald Harrison reaching out. And I thought it was kind of you need to, when you meet somebody and you kind of see if you're the same way and you have the same, type of mindset towards, building a program the right way, leading, an athletics program and the football program. When you see that alignment, and that's what I saw in Gerald is, his vision and what he saw for the football program aligned with, how I saw things. And I thought that was number one, what had to happen if I was going to be, interested in the job. And that really, obviously led us to having more conversations. And I'm just very blessed and fortunate that he offered me this position, this job. And it is, again, it was a situation to where I felt this job was the job. I didn't feel like, if there was other jobs out there and I wouldn't have just done it for anything. I think this one is the one. And I was so blessed when it came up and fortunate that Gerald has entrusted this program to myself and our staff. And so, we hit the ground running. We got here and we were full, we were full steam ahead and getting our guys in mat drills and getting going. And now we're, just about a month away for the season. So it's been a wild ride, and so thankful to, my wife, Callie, and her just adjustment on the fly. That's been an amazing support for me, and as well as our staff and their spouses as well have been so supportive in this quick transition.
Although geographically it's not that far away, in that Mississippi region, in the Delta region, and throughout the places you've been with Southern Miss, what's the take on the OVC as an FCS conference?
I've always viewed it, I was one of those guys, I'm a college football junkie, so I like to know all the conferences, all the teams, from FCS, D2, D3. I love it. So I've always viewed the OVC. First off, two things come to my mind. It's the conference Tony Romo played in, and it's the conference that Jimmy Garoppolo played in, and those are the first two things come to my mind, because I remember when Jimmy Garoppolo was coming out when he's EIU, and Tony Romo. Obviously, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan because I'm from Texas and from Fort Worth, and it's been a rough year for us, but I'm going to stay true. But when Romo being the quarterback and everything, kind of looking up his background. So I've always viewed the OVC as a high caliber playing conference, and where some great players have come out of. I've never viewed it as hey, that's just an average league or something like that. I've viewed it as a really competitive league. Obviously, the success that Jacksonville State had for years, always kept up with that. And then obviously the recent success Austin Peay has had has been awesome. And so my view, though, Ohio Valley, it has been a very positive one. And I think we're in a phenomenal region of football, with the state of Ohio, the state of Missouri, the state of Tennessee. You've got all these excellent places, Alabama, that have great football. I think we're kind of in a hotbed for that kind of. I'm anxious to see kind of the style of play in the league. I don't know the teams just as well as the other guys probably do from playing each other. So I'm interested to see that. But I know there's going to be great competition nonetheless.
Get ready, because we're going to have a 7-game conference-only schedule here. A couple of things I wanted to ask you about. In evaluating this team, the fact that they played a 4-game fall schedule, 3 FBS opponents during that point in time, actually opened the season, Austin Peay did, the college football season on ESPN. Does that help you in evaluating this talent, you and your staff?
It does. I mean, we've gone back and looked at the tape from those games, and just seeing how guys played against teams like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I mean, two really, really good programs. Cincinnati being a top 10 team in the nation this year. And we had some guys make some plays in those games. I know we didn't win them, but we had some guys running away from people. That was really impressive. And just seeing how they played against top level competition. And obviously, Central Arkansas is a big time competitor year in and year out at the FCS level. A team that has beaten FBS schools, beat Western Kentucky recently. And, you see how our team stacked up and played with them. Very competitive game. So it has helped, gain a measuring stick. But the final, I guess, evaluation for me, or the more firmer evaluation, will be for myself and our staff when we get, our guys in pads and get to evaluate them firsthand. And, because obviously, too, coaches look at different things, and you've got to assess who's a fit. Or where does this guy fit in the offense? Is he a fit here? Is he a fit for our defensive scheme? Is he a fit for our offensive scheme? So we have to assess those things, and I think that'll be true. But yes, it has given us a good barometer for where we're at.
With the quarterback situation having some changes after you arrived, or prior to that time, I believe, what's your quarterback situation look like coming into spring?
Yeah, it's very much, Bob, like all other positions. It's wide open. It's wide open, because I told these guys I took the job that, everybody's going to start with a clean slate. We're going to evaluate everything, and, they're going to show us, who deserves to play. I firmly believe that, that's not up to, necessarily the coaches to decide. I mean, obviously we're going to make the decision, but the players are going to show us, who deserves to play by being consistent every single day. The quarterback position is no different. Obviously, we're going to grade that one and assess that one, very, very hard. And, we're going to chart every throw. And, that decision is not going to be made till we get well into our, 25 practices, to where, we have a couple scrimmages under our belt. These guys are in full pads, having to assess and progress, a defense while they've got a rush barreling down on them. I think that's the true mark of a, I think that's the true mark of a quarterback battle that's going to separate. That's when it's going to separate. And so we're going to assess that. Really pleased with the guys that we have, and they're picking up the offense really well. And I'm excited to see them battle it out.
Do you think, and I've talked to your peers about this pretty much all down the line, how important that coaching is going to be between that first game and that second game, and the adjustments you're going to need to make?
Oh, no question. I mean, I think you make the biggest jump from game 1 to game 2. That's something I've always, in my career, has always held true.
In a normal year.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. This year, more than any, it's going to be, paramount, for us. But we're going to have to assess, that's going to be a huge evaluation game 1, obviously. And we'll find out a lot. But I think we'll have a good idea, going into game 1 as well. We're having, several scrimmages and practices under our belt, have a good idea of who we are. But I don't think you truly know till that game 1 hits. And, obviously we'll be able to, make adjustments from there.
Everybody loves to put labels on coaches. Basketball, football, doesn't matter. So if we had to label you, Scotty Walden, what would we say your team is going to look like in your image? Mean, tough, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wide open. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just, we're gonna run the wing tee and have a five down lineman. How about that? I'm gonna just throw some.
It's a shame you're the last guy on. Otherwise, I'd have told everybody else that ahead of time.
No doubt. I'm trying to keep everything a secret as long as I can, man. So no, that's a great question. I think, one thing we talk about here is our brand, and we've established that from day one. And so, the Austin Peay State Governor football brand will be known as fearless, fast, physical. That's the way we want to play the game. Fearless guys, not hesitating. They're instinctive. They've been prepared. That's not just guys I'm talking from an emotional fear standpoint. I'm talking from a preparation standpoint. They're fearless because they know their job. They've been prepared. They've repped it in their head. They put in extra work, and they play without hesitation. And then fast, obviously, not just from a tempo pace standpoint, but from guys processing information, being able to digest the information that they've been given during the week and play instinctively. And then physical. I truly believe that, championships are won in the trenches. You got to be able to run the ball, and you got to be able to stop the run. And that's where that physicality component is going to come into play. And so those are the things we want to be known for, is a fearless, fast, physical football team. And that's our brand of football here at Austin Peay.
So 3 Fs, but not at the end of the grading scale or the alphabet for Scotty Walden at Austin Peay. Scotty, welcome to the league. Look forward to seeing you in person soon, albeit it probably will be with a mask if you and I are on campus. Yep. I know that's very stringent and adhered to, but appreciate your time today. All the best, and indeed, I will see you along the way.
Can't wait, Bob. I appreciate it. We're excited. Thanks for having us on. Go Govs.
Have a great day.
You too.